Namaskar and hello out there. Abhidevananda here, still hovering over the Himalayas. It's so beautiful up here. Looking out over Rishikesh, I see a lot of familiar faces. Many Israeli tourists. Seems like on every street, similar to Paharganj in New Delhi, there are signs up in Hebrew script targeting Israelis. It's somewhat impressive that there are so many Israeli tourists in this environment, rich with spiritual tradition. But unfortunately, the mark made on the location by those tourists is not entirely pleasing. You know how it is with tourists. They travel in groups, speaking their own language, not making any significant attempt to really understand the local population, their civilization, their customs and preferences, much less their creed. Tourists tend to gawk at sights but genuinely appreciate very little. They don't integrate. And speaking of tourists, in Anandamarga nowadays, we also find a notable group of tourists. They come around, they even spend their money, but they travel in their habitual group and never actually assimilate into the Marga. Yes, you guessed it. I'm talking about the meditation steps crowd. And okay, sometimes they are not a complete nuisance. But for the most part, they are. In case you haven't heard the scuttlebutt, it seems that Rudrananda is thinking about making meditation steps a department of his Hindu marg. Maybe he has done it already. Either way, no one should be mistaken about this. There is no way that meditation steps qualifies to be a bona fide part of the Ananda Marga organization created by our beloved Baba. Meditation Steps began as a parallel organization, and like that Bengali group based in Tiljala, it always will be a self-serving breakaway movement. Monetary greed is not a good reason to tamper with his mission, even if monetary greed is a salient hallmark of the BHO, the bogus Hindi office. Well, perhaps more on this topic another time. As I've mentioned before, it's a bit chilly up here. Brr. So next time, expect to see me in warmer climes.